All right. So this is just a cold start example. This thing is dead cold. I mean, it's dead cold. Anyway, just a little startup process for it. Start up, warm up. All right. So it's probably about, I don't know, it's probably about 45 degrees out here or so. And get that sun out of the way there. 207, 382. And we'll get back here. This thing running. Real smooth motor. Let it warm up a little bit. Take her for a little go. A little cold. I like to see the temperature come up, and then the idle needs to settle down below 1,000, and settling down now a little bit. A little warm up. Got a rock ding there, and there, and it's like a brand new windshield. And typically with my rental vans, unless there's these guys right here, it's not it's got a new seal. Like I said, it's new seal, new windshield, and the glass itself is just not worn. It's really clean. And I don't know, would I like to have a new windshield? Yeah, but would I put one in there? No, not until I was not until it was showing yeah. You said that's cold motor. It's dropping down a little bit. Oh my goodness. So I can't speak audibly with this thing in my mouth, so I'm gonna take this thing for a little bit of a spin. Homespun came from a, oh, see, there's my talking through this mouthpiece again. When I moved from Seattle, oh, she's a sweetheart. I do like this van. I rented a shop from a guy named shit, what's his name? Can't remember his name. European Machine in Coeur d'Alene. And when I moved over there, this van was sitting out in front of a shop, and the reason it's got a two-tone paint job is that the paint and the body was in really good shape, and he had just done heads on it, head gaskets and that, did a top end on it, and then the customer chose not to pay, and so it was for sale. And when I started renting the shop, and it just happened to be a weekend, I was like, well, that's a good project. And so I bought it from him, and I built it up, but it was mechanically sound. And anyway, it's been with me ever since. It's probably one of the most attractive vans I had. I tried not to rent it too much because I liked it too much. All right, mouthpiece in. Here we go. Oh, there's somebody coming. Jumped out in front of him. It's still a little cold, but she runs great. Beautiful day on the river. Holy cow, look at that. Yeah, we're talking about the van. So, with the bigger tires on this thing, like I said before, 65 miles an hour is 70. And that's what we're doing right now. About 66 is 70 technically. And this is 70. It tacks about 3,800 RPM. 3750 or so, but it moves right along. And yeah, get to a point and turn around here. About 73 right now, 72. I'm gonna shut her down right here. It's up to operating temperature now, and that speedo's making a little noise. Turn this baby around. It's a put in and a takeout for the Blackfoot River. Here we go. Up and at 'em. The other thing you should be aware of is, see where that needle sits right there? It sits about 3/4. About, you can hear that speedo cable. I'll probably take care of that. But that's what runs, and I put a new radiator in it. I put the correct thermostat in there, which is a Hella Bear product. It's important in Vanagons to have the right thermostat. But that's where it runs, and it's really, just something you should be aware of. Tack miles, and I'm not really pushing it right now. I just driving it. Beautiful day out. There's a bunch of logs. Roll this thing out. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with that speedo cable. That speedo cable just sounds a little dry. This, like I said, this van's been sitting since 2019, and I got it out of storage. It's my last manual. I've sold off of my dozen vans. I've sold off all my manuals, and I sold. I had a customer, a former rental customer that rented a van with his kids in 2015 or 16, and when he knew I was selling off my vans, he specifically wanted the van that he rented. So I sold that one to him, and then I had a van called Cloud Room, which is an 87, white on blue. It was a gorgeous van. Sold that one off, and then I sold, oh, I should get it in first gear. And I sold off Nut House, and I just sold River Room. I sold Cloud Room, River Room, and Nut House, all locally here in Missoula. And all those all those new owners are happy about their vans, which is nice. And I've been hanging on to this one because it's the prettiest van, and I kind of thought that maybe my kid would want to learn how to drive a manual, and then maybe this would be the van that he would want to have, and so I kind of been hanging on to it, I've been keeping all my manual, or my automatics, and the reason I'm doing that is that if I ever fire up Dragonfly vans again, automatic vans rent better than manual vans, and they're a lot safer to rent because you don't want renters. Oh, pardon my shop. We're about to drive into the shop. Yikes. But yeah. Oh, there's those suspensions. So yeah. Lights a little bit. See that temperature? That's where that thing runs, and about between there and the top line is where you'll hear the first fan come on. And the deal is, and the reason I'm explaining that to you is that I have gone through this cooling system backwards and forwards, and it is all running at the right temperatures. The difference, the issue is that either that gauge, I think the gauge is just off. It's a long explanation, but it has to do with the resistance of the wires, and while cars all run on 12 volts, that particular system, the gauge is run on 8 volts. And so there's a drop in resistance in the wiring from there to the temperature sender in the thermostat housing. So it just is what it is, nothing to worry about. Explanation I think is key. Anyway, yep.